I'll take care of you quick. Are you in a hurry? There you go. Okay, let me come forward, Ken, and get the vehicle proposal for us.
I do. What I would ask is that, I'll explain a little bit here. Our upcoming budget amendment, I do have to ask for an amendment to offset the cost of that deputy we hired on the contract that wasn't budgeted. With that amount, we have additional revenues of $57,658 coming in. Our budget then will have a overage of about $44,000 when you throw in the additional revenues. With that, I would ask that the board consider allowing me to get another patrol vehicle. I'd like to try to keep 2 a year's rotation. Our guys are putting in 35,000 miles, 35,000 miles a year on. If we can keep 2 a year, then that puts a rotation every 4 years, about 120,000 miles will be rotating cars out on an average. I have 2 bids here. I have one for a 2010 Expedition. The bid concession price for law enforcement is $29,450. I also asked them for a bid on a police Crown Victoria, and that bid come in at $22,957. So I guess what I'm asking is if the board would authorize an amendment of the $22,957 for the Crown Victoria. That will leave us with 3 cars in our fleet and 4 four-wheel drive SUVs for patrol. So
I had talked with Kenny a little bit about what the need was for 2-wheel and 4-wheel drive and what he thought they needed right now. And because I think all along our intent has been, unless you told us different, that we try and stay half car, half 4-wheel drive. And so he indicated that he would be okay with either one.
Do you have a preference?
You know, it's, if you look at the last 2 winters, they've been horrible. You know, but when our cars were impassable, our 4-wheel drives were pretty much impassable too. I mean, you know, we'd pull everybody off and pull the plows out. Or when the plows got pulled off the road, we'd pull our patrol guys off the road. You know, do I have a preference? No, not really. You know, I just, we did bid. I do have bids out that haven't been returned in for a Tahoe for after July. So, you know, we're getting a 4-wheel drive in July, which will replace one of the cars that's going to be rotated out. So, you know, if we go with the Crown Vic, that leaves us 3 cars, and the rest SUVs.
I guess I think we've got to keep some cars. The reason we got in the cars is fuel economy, and that's still a big concern.
If they're looking at hauling somebody, then usually it comes up in committals where they end up maybe finding a bid clear across the state. I think it's good to have cars too, and so I guess I think we should do the Crown Vic this time if we have a 4-wheel drive built in our budget for next year, or the next fiscal year. I would prefer it. Yeah. I'll make that motion to have the sheriff pursue the Crown Victoria.
I'll second that.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. So you can amend, I guess.
Okay.
Amend the budget.
You gonna replace something?
I haven't made the phone call yet, but we were his one that's going out of the fleet is a 2007 Impala that I guess I would like to inquire in the entity. I'm thinking the mental health gals Impala has over 100,000 on it, and consider that as a possibility.
Trade, if that works out, the mental health Impala would go
Well, or just dispose, I mean, we can sell it, it's attached.
That would give that to Sherry and.
Yeah,
get rid of that.
the what, do you remember how many miles that white one had on it when we moved out to her?
Not
Yeah,
yet.
that come off patrol, and that probably had,
It'll go over 100.
yeah, that had over 100,000 on it then, so, I mean.
I think she's got along okay with it, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it's been okay for her.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks,
All right,
Mike.
thanks.
Thanks.
Ron?
Thanks.
We're ready.
Did you vote on that?
Yeah. I made the motion, Jack seconded.
I knew that, but did you vote?